Here you are, man. It is time, man. It's time for our match right now. Let's not lose any more time. I'm ready for this tag match.
Absolutely.
I'm curious to see how things work out. Let's go ahead and start first. He is the manager of the neighborhood. Calls himself the manager of the year. He is the coach, Lance Payne. Tonight, he is leading first. He is the current reigning and defending Imagine Live champion. He is the good neighbor.
I can't see it. He can't see it over there, but I'll show it to the camera.
The good neighbor, John Ross, never stops running his mouth.
Never.
His partner. He is the current #1 contender to the heavyweight champion, Bill Collier. He is the world beater, Chris Coleman. Their opponents. First, from the wild reserves of Missouri, he is the exotic one, Daniel Exotic. His partner, hometown unknown, weight unknown, height unknown. He is the Midnight Flyer. Who is this guy? I've never heard of him. A little bit of too sweet action for the Razor Ramon. There you go. Looks like a little bit of debate on who's going to start the match there. Daniel Exotic's going to be the guy starting the match. Here we go, man. Here we go. A little bit of wrestling action here, man. Let's see how this thing plays out.
It'll be interesting to see if the neighbor John Ross can keep up with the speed of Daniel Exotic.
Both guys really know each other very well. It's an interesting approach. I know you don't want to rush in and make a mistake. There you go. Yeah, all right. Nice little reverse into a top wrist lock. You see Daniel reaching over the top, sort of countering the pressure on his own shoulder. Neighbor John trying to find a way out. Throws the elbow. Daniel in the correct position to protect himself from that elbow. Pushes him down, advances his position, grabs the headlock. Interesting strategy. Not sure I'd want to step backwards, man. Getting separation. Oh, kicking the guts. Both guys. This is where, wow, up and over was big and strong. Grabs the arm and yanks him on down. A little bit of a judo throw, not your typical arm drag.
Yeah.
A little bit of a...
He put his hip into him, and he just rolled him over top. I like
him up
that.
Over. Well done, man. A lot of pressure on the shoulder joint. Settles right into that top wrist lock. Beautifully done. Someday, whenever we're super fancy, we're going to have replay. It would have been great to see that up and over, man.
Yeah.
Exotic
That was
so
beautiful.
high on that. There you go. Both men sort of jockeying for position here. It's an interesting strategy. I would have thought that Daniel Exotic got an advantage now. He would have probably wanted to tag out here. Make it a little more of a tag match situation.
At the same time, he knows the Midnight Flyer is injured.
Caught him in the guts.
I would not.
Oh, he's going for a razor's edge. Interesting strategy by the neighbor. Countered out. Cross body block. Beautifully done. Picking up the pace. This is where Daniel Exotic is most dangerous. There you go. Calling for a tag is the Flyer. Daniel Exotic not really wanting to tag him in. I think interesting strategy here. You know, I think Daniel and the Flyer are good friends outside the ring, and I think maybe Daniel feels a little bit of an obligation to protect him.
Absolutely.
We all saw that foot last week, and it's in trouble, man. His ankle is completely swelled. Wow, look at the agility on Daniel Exotic. Chris Coleman didn't know he landed on his feet. Wow, up and over all the way to the floor. Man, oh man, that is something else right there. Might be a good time to tag out. It should be a good time for him to tag out right now. I mean, he's telling him right now he doesn't want to tag because of that foot. You got to take advantage of being able to tag in and out. if you're in a tag team match, it's such a different scenario. Than
That's the whole point of a tag team match.
One guy cannot fight two guys. This is, but it's tough, man. I sympathize with Daniel because, his friend is hurt. There's no doubt about it. We saw that ankle last week. We saw that foot. It is bruised badly. It is swelled badly. There you go. Neighbor John working the arm a little bit.
Come on, Daniel.
Working on the arm a little bit here now. Daniel Exotic has an answer, though, up and over with his own little bit of an arm wringer right there. Got some separation, pushes them away. This might be a good time to tag. He's in complete control. Should have tagged, man. Should have tagged. I think that was a mistake. Oh, club from behind. I think it was a mistake to not tag out when he had that headlock. I think it was a big mistake. A little bit of snake eyes in the corner. Neighbor John turning it on a bit.
Solid shoulder shot right there in the kidney.
A little bit of an interesting look from Neighbor John tonight. He's got his underwear exposed underneath of his singlet. It's a sort of an odd look. One of the weirdest dudes I've ever met in my whole life. And he's dirty, man. He always plays up that he's such a good guy and a good neighbor, but he takes every shortcut that he can.
Cato, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like Chris Coleman's actually slimming down and maybe working on his cardio. He seems like he's ready for this title run.
It could well be, man. I think, it's difficult for a guy like, when you're so strong, like a guy like Chris Coleman, there's a fine balance there. You lose weight, you lose strength, but you do add, you lose some weight, you add some cardio capabilities. So you just got to be careful and not lose that, what has brought you to the dance. Like
he
that
didn't lose
clothesline
any
right there.
strength, Cato, right there.
Ridiculous. That was ridiculous, man. He damn near decapitated Daniel Exotic.
Yeah, so I'd say he's finding that perfect balance of slimming down but maintaining the strength that he has.
Tell you what, it was a mistake, in my opinion, early on for Daniel to not at least, let's see what the Midnight Flyer has.
Yeah.
Let's see what he has. Let's see if he can go a little bit. He needs a little bit of warm up before Saturday night.
Yeah.
I think he should have tagged in when he was in complete control. Sometimes when you're working through an injury, the best way to just get in there and see what you got. And I think that, the hippie's working through an injury. Oh, my God! That was a violent shot right in the ribs, man. Holy cow, that all opened up, ribs wide open. I don't know. You might want to check that, man. That looks awfully. You see the way the elbow's off to the left side.
Yeah.
That's pretty good indicator that's a choke. And Daniel needs to get out of it quick, and he did. And it was a good choice to not mess around and try to find a technical way out of it. Interestingly, odd takedown followed up with a vicious crossface. Give me a break. That is something you don't want to take over and over again.
Never met the guy, but his kitchen rap is amazing.
Oh my God. I don't think they make Reynolds rap in Reynoldsville, Neighbor John. You ridiculous human being. Sets him up. Perfectly executed suplex. No hesitation. No mistake. All high on the top of the shoulders.
I use it on all sorts of stuff. Bananas, hippies' ugly faces, high.
This guy and his ridiculousness.
Let's go. 1, 2.
Oh, and another stiff. That was the point of the toe, man. And I know it's not illegal, but that doesn't make it right, man. That was the point of the toe, right in the ribs. That is unnecessarily vicious. And they have definitely picked out those ribs at this point and are working them hard, man. I mean hard.
And we know that Daniel's had a history of problems with his ribs, and they're going to be easily re-injured.
Yeah, for sure. Bending them backwards here. A lot of torque on the neck. A lot of torque on the ribs as well. You can see how he's all stretched out here. This is not a good spot for Daniel Exotic. I'm going to call the spade of spades here. This was a mistake by the two of them taking this match.
Yeah.
This was a mistake. Man, oh man, he is taking a beating of epic proportion. I think sometimes discretion is the better part of valor, and
right on the top of his head.
Good grief, man. I had all these notes to talk about Daniel Exotic's new gear and those new tights and new boots, and that stuff has just been out of my mind. Oh, he got a little bit of a counter there. Let's see what happens.
Can he get enough separation to make that tag?
He's finally going to make the tag. Just make the tag, man. Just make the tag. Oh, God almighty. He tried to get out of the way of it.
What was he
Could not.
thinking?
He should have made the tag, man. Good God. I mean, I get that he's trying to be a good friend and protect the flyer here, but good God, man. He is getting mugged out there. There's another one of those super stiff shots. Holy cow, this is getting, and again, there they are in the ribs. Boot right on the bottom of the rib cage. Oh, what a shot, man.
Hey, those hands were open, Rap. You see that? They're open.
Get him out of the corner. You understand me?
Straight up Harley race style shots in the corner there. Picks him up.
See that?
Got all the torque on the rib.
I use Reynolds Rap with.
Drives him down. That same spot. The ribs are just being mauled right now. I mean, mauled.
At this point, how much more can Daniel Exotic take?
How much more should he want to take?
Go. Neighbor John out. Chris Coleman in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Get out.
Come on, David, you got a tag, dude. And later on, his wife Saran invented the...
Oh, he got a little bit of a shot.
He's got a little bit of fire in him yet.
Boy, but it is not getting much effect here. Holy cow. It might really be time to call it a night here. Referee might want to think about stopping this one. This is getting ugly.
Daniel, you got a tag.
Setting him up. Up and over. Oh, he lost his balance and he got a tag. Here comes the flyer. Ducks a line. Catches the flying mare. Got him with an enziguri to the back of the head. Oh, shot. Oh, come on now. A little bit of stone cold. Give me a break. Stone cold stunner action on a Wednesday night.
It is 3:16 after all.
Absolutely. Catches them in the corner. Big splash in the corner. Classic hippie midnight flyer, that is. Whoops. Midnight flyer action right there. Looks like that foot is ready to go.
Yeah, you're going to say, Kato, it looks like that ankle's
Daniel
good to
Exotic
go.
just tagged himself in. He just tagged himself in. Come on. Oh, they are smashed in the corner. Good night. What a mistake. Daniel Exotic, he had to see that the flyer had things under control. Oh, there it is. That world-beating slam. And that is it, man.
That was just simply a mistake, Kato.
Yeah, man. What a mistake. What a mistake, man. Holy cow.